Karma, the universal equalizer. Good things come to those who are good, and bad things come to those who are bad. But how do you quantify evil? Who is the most evil man to exist? Now, you may easily think that's Hitler, hands down. You might even think it's some hideously corrupt politician who was impeached twice. No, it's my responsibility to tell you that the most evil man to exist is none of these people. In fact, it's probably no one you'd expect, because the most evil man to exist is karma itself. It began long ago, and throughout the centuries, it persisted. A being of pure, unimaginable malice, crime, other unimaginable horrors, and ties to the occult. Karma. You like to hide behind your political face. You like it when everyone pretends they're in bliss, unaware of the horrendous things you've done. But I'm here, and I'm not going away until the world learns what it truly means to be Big Wang. But what makes karma evil? Karma tends to prey at night and stalk at night, and no, he's not a rat. He watches from the streets as they live their normal lives with no mercy. The biggest Wang by far. Karma Wangdue has had many victims, but one stands out from the rest. One survived. Her name's Karina Dislin, and we're here to tell her story. Karina recounts that before she was in 6th grade, she lived a relatively normal life. That is, until she met Karma. Karma went on to stalk her like he did his many other victims, but this time he went a little further. This time, he kidnapped her and kept her in his basement for 6 years. Miss Dislin, I know it's very hard to be here, so I first just want to thank you for having the confidence and power to come out here and just tell us your story. So let's start at the beginning. What was your relationship like with Karma when you two first met?
He saw me across the room, and I think he was flabbergasted. And then, ever since that one moment in time, he just followed me around everywhere.
And this flabbergasting, what seemed to be the cause of the flabbergastation?
I think he fell in love with me on the spot.
On the spot. That does seem like our Wang. Now, you said that he started to follow you around places. What does this mean? I mean, like...
I would look around the corner and he'd be right there. He tried to pretend like I couldn't see him, but I knew he was behind me. I kept running until I couldn't see him anymore. And this one time, I was walking home from school. I didn't have a ride that day. It was odd.
Oh my god.
He was following me.
Now,
He was at my house.
what distance, away was he? Preferably in the unit of measurement known as squirrels. I mean, how many squirrels away was Karma from you at a given time?
One squirrel.
One? Oh my god.
Has he ever worn camouflage?
I don't know. I see him all the time.
Have you ever seen just his face? That could be an indicator of camouflage.
Yes,
Only in
camouflage.
my
It's
nightmares.
used,
Only
and
in
you
my
cannot see
nightmares.
anything.
Now, we've seen in the police report that Karma went on to kidnap you, keep you in his basement for around 5 weeks, was it? What was it like
was
during this
7
time?
weeks.
7 weeks. What was it like?
He didn't bring me any food. So I developed an eating disorder.
Did you die? It was 7 weeks.
No.
What did you eat? Did you have to eat?
Were there squirrels?
You said there was at least one squirrel.
Yeah. Or did Karma have any?
I've had water, that's it.
Did you ever
His
eat
sister.
Karma?
Why would I eat karma? I'm terrified of karma.
His mother?
Now,
Oh.
are you aware of his recent string of crime?
No, I'm afraid I'm not.
So for the last few years, we've actually noticed an uptick in weighing activity. That's something that we like to call down at the office.
Please don't use his name.
I'm sorry. We call it Linkle Talk activity, if you will. Now, this uptick, we're not entirely sure what the cause is, but we've noticed a huge amount of babies going missing, a huge amount of dogs being eaten just straight on the street. I mean,
Oh my
rib
God.
cages and everything. We've seen a lot of grocery stores being robbed of all of their bread, milk, and peppers.
And there's been this liquid on everything.
They
Oh my
call
God.
it karma fluid.
No, please, no.
Now, do you know what the cause of this uptick would be?
I think it's because I escaped from his basement.
But that was like 3 years ago. What the fuck?
Have you ever
Crimes
met
been going up ever
Yabo?
since then.
Yaba?
Are you aware of
Yeah,
Yabo
but-
Zhao, his lover?
Sandy?
Sandy?
What did he tell you about Sandy? What do you know?
I just overheard things when I was in Karma's basement. Oh my gosh. I can't control what I hear. No better than witness now.
We've been trying to find Sandy for years. I'm terribly sorry for my outrageous boast.
But unfortunately, Miss Dislin is neither the first nor the last victim of karmas. In fact, he's gone on to grow somewhat of a reputation around the high school which he leads. Whatever that means. Let's go hear from a chemistry teacher who's heard about his legacy.
Nathan, what are your thoughts on being in Dan Walsh's room?
I'm scared.
Mr. Walsh, could you describe your relationship with Karma Kelsang Wangdue?
They make the fit smooth.
I feel like relationship's a strong word. I know of him. I hear good things.
Are you familiar with his crimes?
Against humanity?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
What do you think the right punishment for such a terrible man is?
It's unprecedented. So how do you really come up with something? I tell you what, I feel for the judge that ends up having to make that choice.
So if it were up to you, what chemicals would you use on Karma as a punishment?
I'm not sure I have anything slowly reacting enough.
Thank you for your time.
Dan Walsh was a stunning success. So, if the teachers want to see justice, if the students want to see justice, then how is he allowed to be our president? Well, it's simple, really. How is anyone allowed to be president? With a lot of money and a lot of mafia ties. comes to karma's list of crimes, who's a better source than the people who want justice the most? That's right, let's go talk to the karma police.
What we do here is go back.
Karma Police, it truly is an honor to be here with you guys. I mean, you've spent so many long, hard years trying to find this big, massive Wang, and I really just salute your efforts. So, you guys know more about the matter than I do. I'll just let you take it away with anything you need to say to the people.
I guess I'll start at the beginning. It all started around a couple years ago. I was in hot pursuit of Big Wang at the high school, and he shoved me into a locker. It was really traumatic for me, and that's when I truly realized that just the pure amount of like malicious just behavior that he just exhibited on a day-to-day basis, and it was just really scary. I didn't feel safe in that situation, and ever since I've been following him, I really haven't felt safe. And every day I don't capture him as a day that I can't sleep at night, and that's all I care to say on the issue. My colleague, do you have anything to say?
He has killed my child.
Your child?
Yes.
Oh my god. How old was the child?
He was, not born yet.
How'd that happen? What?
I believe it was a coat hanger.
It was a coat hanger.
Oh my god.
He just trapped me. He said, no child for you.
There's been reports that he eats babies. Did you see him perform this?
He ate it raw in front of me with the hanger as the utensil.
Oh my god. Well,
So every day when I track him down, I just think revenge for my unborn baby.
what were you gonna name the baby?
I was gonna name it Little Timmy Andre Jr.
Beautiful name. I'm terribly sorry for your loss, and I hope we can get justice. I mean,
Yes.
We will not
Justice.
stop. We will not stop until Big Wang is captured and detained.
I'm
and
coming for you,
forcibly
Karma.
killed.
Thanks, Karma Police. This really does beg the question, though. How much of the student body really knows the full extent of Karma's crimes? Well, the answer to that is, a lot.
I live in fear every day. Every time I see him, he walks by and like he knows who I am. He's like on a mission. He's on a mission and I don't know what he's doing. I know he knows where I live. I can't do it. He's so mean.
what is your relationship like with Mr. Wangdue? Of course, and how did that make you feel?
I frequently feel threatened. You know, I didn't know him for a while, and then unfortunately I was forced to interact with him. He had a map the other day.
A map?
Yes, a map of the school. Just a piece of paper with a map of the school. And he said it was a school project. It's a story that's very difficult for me to tell, but I feel it's important for the public safety. So I'm gonna try to get through this. I apologize in advance for any emotion that comes out. So yesterday, as the devoted student I am, I went to my economics class in order to pursue my studies so I can one day go to college and get a good job. And I walked in and sat down in my economics class, thinking nothing of it, when I see Karma walk. I see Karma walk through the door, and I immediately knew something was wrong with the look on his face. This was a man with a thirst for blood, and he came up to me, and he took a rubber ball, and he just threw it. Think about throwing something as hard as you can, and it hit me directly, and you could see the look of murder on his face as he went to pick it up and throw it again. And that's a scene that I see every night in my nightmares. And I grabbed it from him and I tried to run away, and I look, and he's chasing me down the hallway. And I see it every time I close my eyes. I can't feel safe with him around me. He still has that ball. And in any second, he could take down. He could take down any one of us.
In spite of all of this, I've failed to mention a very important name in the Karma case. That being Eric Johnson, a known accomplice. When it comes to the totalitarian governmentship that Karma likes to call a student presidentship, he really favors pain-based punishment and not in the hard way. That's where Johnson comes in. Mr. Weeaboo Hanzo Main prides himself in being in the tip-top of Karma's punishment regime. You'd have to have a death wish to think that you could even possibly get an interview with Eric Johnson, let alone survive. It might be impossible to talk to this man.
Alright, continuing the meeting. What's your relationship like with Karma Wangdue?
He's a friend.
He's a friend? An associate of what business?
Student council. I mean, I've never met him in student council, but
I'm not aware of any of his crimes.
Didn't he put like a camera in the toilet and like this?
That was one of his many crimes.
And
Do you
then
know about?
Didn't he date like a 6th grader or something?
A 6-year-old actually. He dated a 6-year-old.
Although he didn't like talking about much aside from cameras and toilets, Johnson confirmed something to us. When it comes to Karma, even his biggest of associates are still afraid of him. Everyone's afraid of him. I should get that.
Explain your relationship with Mr. Wangdue.
He's cool, I guess.
We are currently divorced.
I need a script.
He harasses me. I mean, there was one night where he told me that my ass was flat. Like,
while you were married to him, did you notice any crimes, any suspicious activity?
Yes, he put cameras in the girls' bathroom.
You know, I work at a pool, and I've just been noticing he's been hanging around there, and so far kids have been going missing.
Are they at the bottom of the pool?
Oh, we haven't checked there yet.
You might want to, because I remember in one of his hit songs back when he was a rapper going by the name of Lil Wang.
Yeah.
He had a lyric going, "Fill that kid with cement, push him in the lake." So, just take that into account.
Oh, is that why he's been by my house more often?
I don't know how that's related.
I live on a lake.
That's good context.
I'm really sad because Karma Wangdue killed my dog.
Oh.
Karma Wangdue. Too many people have been living in fear for far too long. You've caused too much of a catastrophical effect on McFarland, Wisconsin. It's time to stop you. I'm done waiting. The Karma police are done waiting. We're coming for you. No more outrunning Karma. We're done hiding. We're taking the fight to him. An anonymous source had leaked to the Karma police and myself that Karma could be found at Spartan Pizza with his newest victim, Dalton Trudell. We didn't know what to expect. Luckily, our source was not lying. Let's get this motherfucking Wang.
Excuse me, sir. Could you step outside with us real quick?
This is really important.
Yeah. This is all evidence. Alright, yep, sir. Let's make it quick, Come on. Just come over here, sir. Just this way.
It was all paying off. The Wang was secured. After securing Mr. Wangdue, it became increasingly obvious that we were given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. One to actually talk to this man and understand what goes on in his mind. The results we got were disturbing and horrific. Viewer discretion is advised.
Go ahead, take a seat. It is quite the honor to have you here. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think that I'd see you ever at first, but after that threat you left to me, I mean, it's about time we get justice. So, let's just begin with an introduction. Who are you?
I'm Carl Wangdue, Student Council President of Class 2023.
But that's not all you are, right? You remember your other names? Mob Boss?
I don't.
Pimp?
I don't.
Big Sexy Stud Man? You remember any of those? What about, please, mister, the house is burning.
I'm sorry! Yes! It was me! I'm sorry, it was me!
How do you respond to the allegations that you took a 6-year-old, put them in your car, drove off a bridge, jumped out the car?
It was my only option! They took my chicken nuggets!
Shut up! You know the McRib wasn't out back then.
It was by Eric!
Continuing on. Bislin, you remember that name?
Damn, that name. You haven't heard that name in years.
How about Zach?
How do you know her?
How about Sandy? Where is Sandy?
How do you know her? Who told you this?
We haven't seen her for 2 years. You were the last one seen with her. Where is she, you monster?
I believe I can't tell the details.
So at least tell us what you did to Miss Bislin during that time. The 2 weeks in which she was trapped in the basement, only given water, given a food disease or something, according to her. That I don't think that's real, though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's real. But just off the record. Why? Make yourself clear.
Dance practices.
In your basement.
I guess.
Did you have a studio?
No.
What the fuck kind of dance studio is that? Were there windows? Were there mirrors? Was there a pole? I think dancers use poles from my experience.
I've revoked the 5th.
There's no 5th here for you. Continuing on. How did you get your power? Is it maybe related to a certain Eric Johnson, who we talked to? I know he thought that you thought that maybe he wouldn't talk out of fear, but no, we got to him, so go ahead.
Fucking snitch. Kill that guy.
Johnson might be down there, but he's not as far as you are, my friend. He never will be. You know how many kids he's killed? Not as many as you. You know how many Holocausts he's been in? Not as many as you. What about the cameras in the 6th grade bathroom? Many young women found themselves appropriated, taken advantage of by your GoPro that, quote, Mr. Johnson, he put in like the toilet. How do you respond to that?
I was set up.
You were set up by who?
Some names I must not tell.
You gotta tell him, buddy.
No, I won't.
You know what I think? I think there are no other names. I think you were just a sick little fuck who took a GoPro and put it, quote, like in the toilet because you felt like it because you wanted to see some 6th graders. How do you respond to that?
It wasn't me.
How do you respond to the allegations that you were burned in hell?
No comment. Let's go.
Is this protocol? Please? Please come out the door now. The communication's cut.
You guys don't know. But I'm here to send a message that no one will know until it will happen.
Why is the air black?
It's really a disappointment to end on such a tone. He got away. There's nothing I can do. There's no more evidence I can pull from. There's no one else I can interview. Every single resource has been depleted. But we don't need to cry about it. He may be out there, but he's not going to be out there for long. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mr. Everson.
No. No. So budget-wise, we could not afford rolling credits, and I'm gonna be honest, it's like 1:30 right now, and I just want to sleep. So here's what's gonna happen. Just close your eyes and pretend that some credits are going by. You know, maybe some cool like profiles and stuff. Here you go. Just start now, all right? Editor-in-chief and director Braden Everson. Other editor Karina Dislin. Rowan Krenz and Tegan Brendamule, Karma Police, Karma Wangdue as Criminal-in-Chief, Ellis Roberts as Chief Interviewer, Nathan Kuehl as Chief Farmer, Tira as Chief Victim, Michaela as Second Chief Victim, Ella Lodwick as Third Chief Victim, Yabo Zhao as Fourth Chief Victim, Maya Thompson as Fifth Victim Chief, Ty Eschmeyer as Sociopath, who else is there? Fuck. Micah as Group Chat Member. Thank you for watching Karma Wangdue, Innocence, Impeached. I've been your host, and now I'm dead.
No! The enemy. Oh god. Scramble. Get out of here. Get.
Until it will happen.
Why is the air black? I can't see.
Do I stop it? How do I stop it?
How many?
She's probably being raped, but she is too poor to report it.
This is what you get when you mess with love.
Bro, imagine being fucking white.